Welcome to South First. I'm Anusha Ravi Sood, and you're watching State of Play, a weekly roundup of all things politics and policy from the southern part of India. The new and fresh alliance of the AIADMK with the BJP, or should we say regrouping of the AIADMK with the BJP, is all the buzz. Will this alliance defeat the MK Stalin led DMK alliance that is in government in Tamil Nadu? Who really is benefiting out of this alliance and who really are the losers? How is this going to change equation in Tamil Nadu's politics, a state that is heading into assembly elections next year? Now, these are the questions that are on several people's mind, and in this episode, I try to answer these questions. Welcome to the show. Tamil Nadu is heading into assembly elections in 2026, and the MK Stalin led DMK government definitely faces a huge challenge of anti incumbency. As things stand today, is how we will analyze the situation on ground as well as in your television channels, where perception building and narrative agenda setting seems to have taken priority over what is happening on ground. 1 year is a very long time in electoral politics for equations to change, but this analysis is as things stand as of today. The AIADMK, led by its General Secretary Editor Anusha, going back to the NDA, National Democratic Alliance front led by the BJP, has become a cause of celebration really on Delhi-centric television channels. And why not? The BJP has successfully wooed back its very important and powerful ally in poll-bound Tamil Nadu. But on ground, things are a little more nuanced than television debates or celebrations will have you believe. But as far as the optics go, the BJP is on point. Does this alliance with the AIADMK benefit the BJP in Tamil Nadu? Absolutely yes. When AIADMK split from the NDA, citing differences with the BJP, especially its leadership in Tamil Nadu, led by now former president of the state unit of the BJP, K. Annamalai, several leaders of the AIADMK insisted that the BJP was a burden that they were carrying, and without the BJP, they will fare very well as far as elections are concerned in Tamil Nadu. But now, Edappadi Palniswamy has embraced this supposed burden and is more than willing to go back not just to the NDA but accommodate the BJP as a reliable partner heading into elections in 2026. So, what changed? Before we get to that, also, before we speak about the winners of this alliance or those who benefit greatly out of this alliance, let us take a quick look at the losers or people who have lost out because of this alliance. Right at the number one spot in that list is former IPS officer turned politician K. Annamalai. He had to make way. He had to step down from his post as Tamil Nadu's BJP chief to allow for this AIADMK-BJP alliance to become a reality. Although he left, he did not go willingly. He left rather grudgingly, and a series of his passive aggressive statements in the week running up to his replacement with Nayanar Nagendran as the chief of Tamil Nadu BJP is testament to it. The blue-eyed boy of BJP's National General Secretary BL Santosh, K. Annamalai, was given unquestioned powers as far as Tamil Nadu's unit of the BJP went, despite several of his statements landing the party in trouble, compelling some leaders to quit the BJP, go join other parties, eventually putting a huge rift between the BJP and the AIADMK, with its leaders pointing to him as the reason that they split from the NDA in the first place. His exit was a precondition put forward by Edappadi Palniswamy for the AIADMK to even consider coming together in an alliance with the BJP. His mass outreach attempt, an entire IT cell dedicated to creating a public perception of Annamalai, his vows of not wearing footwear until the DMK is ousted from power in Tamil Nadu, his entire public show of whipping himself as a means of opposition against the DMK was simply not enough to allow the BJP to let Annamalai continue as the BJP's state president in Tamil Nadu. He had to go, but he did not go quietly. Thanks to a well-nurtured IT cell, Annamalai did flex his muscle as showing the BJP that he still commands huge respect and following in Tamil Nadu. Those who came to his aid were also mentors, probably well-wishers of the BJP in Tamil Nadu, who are not in the political sphere directly, but act as advisors to the party. Also to thank were the Delhi television channels who portrayed Annamalai's exit as him being a martyr, sacrificing for a larger cause. The difference here was he was sacrificed, he did not make a sacrifice. With Annamalai's exit, Edapadi Palaniswamy got exactly what he wanted, and now Nayanar Nagendran is the chief of the BJP in Tamil Nadu. A former AIADMK leader himself, he is expected to have a smooth operating relationship with Edapadi Palaniswamy. The other two losers in this entire scenario, definitely former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, O. Panneerselvam, a former AIADMK leader, or rather a beleaguered AIADMK leader, and TTV Dhinakaran, a former legislator who floated his own party after Edapadi Palaniswamy removed him from the AIADMK. These two leaders have been loyal to the BJP, have been part of the NDA. Even in the recently concluded Lok Sabha election, they were both very active participants and members of NDA. But now, with the seal of deal with AIADMK, these two leaders have been left by the BJP to fend for themselves. Although TTV Dhinakaran insists he's very much a part of the NDA, Edapadi Palaniswamy, it seems, is very categorical that any attempts to make a reconciliation between these leaders or other split and offshoot leaders of the AIADMK will not be entertained and could put this BJP AIADMK alliance in jeopardy. And that is not something that the BJP or its primary strategist Amit Shah wants. If you speak to several political analysts, senior journalists who have tracked politics of Tamil Nadu for a very, very long time, they will tell you, in fact, the last but the most important, perhaps loser in this entire setup is the AIADMK itself. On the very onset of things, AIADMK, with its association with the BJP, is most likely prepared and is set to lose a huge chunk of its minority Muslim vote bank. When AIADMK leaders said previously that the BJP was a burden, they said so out of electoral experience. Whenever the AIADMK has partnered with the BJP in recent times, its electoral prospects have only fallen further down. Several leaders of the AIADMK, its office bearers, cadres, even voters are right now in a state of confusion. They would have preferred to go into Tamil Nadu Assembly elections without an alliance with the BJP, given that they've burnt their fingers in the past two elections. Ideally, several of these members were hoping that the AIADMK forms or forges an alliance with actor-turned-politician Vijay's TVK. Now that perhaps would have been a winning coalition, or at least a coalition that has the potential to challenge the DMK that is already facing anti-incumbency. But is that anti-incumbency enough to convince voters of Tamil Nadu to choose a BJP AIADMK alliance is now the big challenge. There are some big winners thanks to this alliance, but before we speak about the big winners, a little bit of math for us to understand how this math has to math if the AIADMK and the BJP hope to defeat the DMK and come to power in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu's 234-seat Legislative Assembly, the DMK-led alliance, of which the Congress, the left parties CPI and CPIM, and the VCK IUML are all part, has 159 seats. Out of these 159 seats, the DMK by itself has 134 seats, way beyond the halfway mark. In fact, the DMK created history by getting a landslide number or a way ahead of halfway mark number in 25 years of Tamil Nadu's electoral history in the 2021 assembly elections. In the House currently, the Congress has 17 seats. The CPI and the CPIM each have 2 seats. The VCK has 4 seats. Now the opposition, led by the AIADMK, has just about 75 seats in Tamil Nadu's Legislative Assembly, of which the BJP only has 4, which means the AIADMK has 62 and its other prominent partner, PMK, has 5 seats. There are other independent smaller parties of elected representative of those parties comprise this whole legislative assembly. In the 2021 assembly elections, the DMK-led coalition in Tamil Nadu got a vote share of 45.7%. It's a huge number. Whereas the opposition, or the NDA, because the AIADMK contested the previous assembly elections in alliance with the BJP, the opposition coalition polled 39.29% of the vote share. In 2021 assembly election, the BJP contested only 20 seats and its total vote share was just about 2.62%. In the 2014 Lok Sabha elections, the AIADMK won 38 of the 39 Lok Sabha seats in Tamil Nadu. This was when J. Jayalalitha was around, was in active politics. The DMK also had K. Karunanidhi. Both of them, stalwarts of Tamil Nadu's modern political history, were still at loggerheads. Cut to 2019, when both these leaders were not in the scenario anymore. Both of them had passed on. The AIADMK in 2019, despite an alliance with the BJP, managed to win just one seat. Cut to 2024, the AIADMK lost even that, and this time it was not an alliance with the BJP. The BJP too did not win a single seat. AIADMK leaders' grouse was that in several seats they lost several chunks of votes or sectors of votes because of their alliance with the BJP. But in 2024 Lok Sabha election, it was just an absolute landslide victory for the DMK. It was like a wave, rather a huge tsunami, that washed away all opposition parties in Tamil Nadu. It's easier to understand how Tamil Nadu votes if one divides the state geographically and sees which party thrives in which region. For example, in the northern districts like Tiruvallur, Chennai, Vellore, Ranipet, Chengalpattu, in coastal districts like Ramanathapuram, Kadalur, Mayiladuthurai, Thoothukudi, these are the districts where the DMK tends to fare well in elections. They have a strong influence and a good vote base. Whereas in other, probably southern districts and western districts, including the Congo belt, the AIADMK tends to do better. Districts like Salem, Coimbatore, Dharmapuri, Erode, Tirupur is where the AIADMK really thrives. There are also other districts where the fight is pretty close. There is a real fight in districts like Madurai, in Sivagangai, Tenkasi, Tirunelveli, Kanyakumari, and these are the districts, especially districts like Coimbatore, Kanyakumari, Chennai, where the BJP wants to ensure its influence, its importance, as well as its vote share increases. A cursory look at the 2021 assembly election results show you that AIADMK and its alliance partners got a majority of their seats from the western belt of Tamil Nadu, as well as some central districts, while DMK succeeded very well in the rest of the state, especially in northern districts and coastal districts. The trend is pretty much unlikely to change. Like we discussed before, there is anti-incumbency against the DMK government, but it is also seen as a government, at least the DMK has been successful in posturing itself as the government that stands for Tamil Nadu's rights. The recent victory that the Tamil Nadu government has gotten with the Supreme Court's judgment against its own governor has come as a boost, a fillip to its entire narrative of standing up for Tamil pride and not bowing their heads to Delhi lords. The AIADMK, with its alliance with the BJP, will not be able to counter this narrative of insider versus outsider, since now the DMK can very easily paint it as a party that is being subjugated or is willingly allowing itself to be subjugated by a Delhi party, a Hindi party. It is for this very reason that Union Home Minister Amit Shah categorically, when the alliance was announced, said that the alliance will be led by Edappadi Palaniswamy. In fact, Annamalai's removal was also to send across a message that the party, the saffron party, the BJP, which never ever succumbs to any pressure, is willing to be accommodative of what the AIADMK is demanding. But will that be enough to convince an AIADMK voter to support this alliance is left to be seen. And now for the winners of this alliance, definitely, like we discussed before, the BJP stands to gain a lot out of this alliance. It is very conveniently going to increase its vote share Consistently, the BJP in the last two elections has increased its vote share, primarily in 2021 assembly elections, because it partnered up or had an alliance with the AIADMK in the Lok Sabha election, simply because it contested independently and it contested in more number of seats. The average vote share in each of the seats it contested contributed to its vote share being higher than what it has been in previous elections. But the BJP always grows at the expense of its alliance partner, and it is not going to be any different in Tamil Nadu. Whether or not this is a electorally successful partnership, that only the results of 2026 assembly election will tell us. But the BJP in the long run stands to gain out of this partnership, primarily increasing its vote share, borrowing the voters, the support from the AIADMK's core base as well, probably bargaining for more number of seats this time around than the last time, and most importantly, making the AIADMK's machinery its fuel to ensure the BJP's engine moves forward. But the bigger winner out of this entire alliance at this point in time seems to be the DMK. The party in power led by MK Stalin is leaving no stone unturned to ensure that its perception of being a strong voice in support of Tamil pride, as a party that is fighting for the self-respect, for dignity of the people of Tamil Nadu, is not just intact but growing by the day. Tamil Nadu's social welfare measures is also something that the DMK government has taken pride in. It has introduced several measures insisting that it believes in social justice and perpetuating the concept of social justice. Several of its schemes, although have been mocked by the BJP as freebies, have found resonance and support from beneficiaries. Corruption, nepotism, anti-incumbency are the three components that actually ail the DMK. Had the AIADMK not partnered with the BJP and cobbled up a rainbow alliance of other smaller parties, including Vijay's TVK, that probably could have been a nightmare for the DMK. But now, with the AIADMK joining hands with the BJP, the DMK has more confidence. It is easier for the DMK to take on a BJP and perpetuate an insider versus outsider narrative in the run-up to the elections. The DMK also has Congress by its side as part of its alliance, and the Congress has structure, support, grassroots level connections in Tamil Nadu. Although not a party that can win elections on its own, the DMK is dependent on the Congress to bring to the coalition minority votes, Dalit votes, and backward class votes. With AIADMK joining hands with the BJP, things become a little more difficult for VCK, Tol Tirumavalavan's party, seen as a pro-Dalit party, which is an alliance partner of the DMK. Even if VCK wanted to jump ships and join the AIADMK, now Edapadi's decision to ally with the BJP has made things difficult for VCK. Same goes for Vijay's TVK. In fact, Vijay's TVK issued a statement condemning this alliance between AIADMK and the BJP. Of course, because TVK was the party that AIADMK was looking to ally with in the first place. It is only because Vijay's asks or demands were so high, including a deputy chief minister post, a change of leadership halfway through the government, and 120 seats for TVK. These were the demands supposedly made by Vijay's party, to which the AIADMK simply could not agree. So in that sense, perhaps Vijay also stands to lose by not being an ally of the AIADMK. Now the TVK perhaps, which in several surveys, researchers so far has shown 15 to 18% vote share, could end up pocketing a sizable chunk of the anti-incumbency, anti-DMK vote, essentially becoming a vote cutter for the opposition. The electorally smarter thing for the AIADMK and the BJP to do would be to spend the next few months convincing TVK to become part of their NDA alliance. That would mean Vijay is exactly the Pavan Kalyan of Tamil Nadu. But the one party that is hoping to be a winner but is not very sure whether it will be or not is the Congress in Tamil Nadu. With AIADMK and the BJP joining hands, the Congress is hoping to have a better bargain a better say when it comes to seat sharing as well as being part of the government, because although the Congress is an ally of the DMK-led coalition, it is not a part of the government, which means none of Congress's MLAs or ministers are in the cabinet along with MK Stalin. The Congress, however, has proven to be a trustworthy ally of the DMK that very successfully transfers its vote and goodwill to the MK Stalin-led party. The AIADMK, unwilling to disturb its minority vote bank, voted against the Waqf Amendment Act. But that is simply not enough now that it has officially joined hands with the BJP. To answer the question of whether this alliance is going to upset the DMK or change status quo, as of today, this alliance on ground means very little. What will matter in the days to come is how the new leadership of the BJP, Nayanar Nagendran, is able to drum up not just support for the BJP but also expand its voter base. Discuss, debate, and the smooth sailing that is required from his end with the AIADMK. And more importantly, if the NDA is able to bring on board more partners who will help it keep the opposition vote united. Ensuring that the opposition vote is not split or there is no vote cutter in the scenario is the only way the NDA will even pose a real threat or a challenge to the MK Stalin-led DMK government in Tamil Nadu. Until next week, when I meet you with yet another topic, do stay tuned. Thank you for watching South First.